In this problem, we want to use a truth table to determine if this argument is valid or invalid. So my first step is to construct a truth table. Here I've constructed the truth table. I've made a column for each statement that I need to find the truth value for, and I've filled in the truth values for my basic variables P, Q, and R. So now I can fill in the truth values for if P then Q. That's my second premise. So if P then Q would be true, true, false, false, true, true, and true, true. Remember that when the premise or the hypothesis is false, then the conditional statement is always true. So we've got true, true, false, false, true, 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 true. All right. Now we have the negation of Q, and that's going to be false, false, true, true, and the same for the last four rows. Now we have not Q or R, so we can join together the not Q column we just created with R, and we're using OR, so if there's any truth in it, it is true. So here we go. And now my truth table is complete. Now, we have premise 1, premise 2, premise 3, and then the conclusion. So I'm going to label my columns in the truth table, premise 1, premise 2, premise 3, and then our conclusion. All right, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a row where the premises are all true and the conclusion is false at the same time. So I look at the first row and my premises are all true, but the conclusion is true as well, so that's totally fine, and we move on. And in the second row, true, true, and false, just skip it, and true, oops, wrong one, false, okay, so we're going to skip that, and true, false again, skip it, and false, and now I'm going to get false all the way down the line here, so I'm just going to skip all the rest of those. And so there is no case where the premises are all true and the conclusion is false, which means that this argument is valid. So watch out for that. It's easy to mix it up because you say, oh, we see, if we succeed in getting all trues for the premises and false for the conclusion, sometimes you feel like that's a success and then you want to say the argument is valid. But this is the case where it's valid, is where we can't find that situation. So that's the end of that problem.